the shit out of that.
Shout out to my kid, Guapo Bilay, Chopper Finn, Jair. Run up them dicks, I run up the money, I'm getting fat. I'm stacking up chips, I'm stacking up Pringles. Niggas they mad, cause I'ma get cash, my nigga get glad. Make a nigga run like Forrest Gump, turn me up, nigga I'm crumb. Smoking on Kush, I only smoke just to turn me up. Nigga I'm live. Like certified, I'm going live. Nigga be live. I turned to a nigga, don't got no guy. Yeah.
What's up? What it do, gang? I'm back with another YouTube video. Alright. So, this story time gonna be called Game Night. And slash kinda Tati's birthday. If you ain't met my friend Tati, then you is today. Get a video together. But she gonna be on my channel a whole lot here once we get what we got to get together. But yeah. Anyway, get back to this story. We decided we wanted to do a game night. Before we get to that, I kind of was throwing parties like a whole lot back in the day. Y'all kind of can call me a little party promoter because I was like really on my shit. I was throwing parties and my parties was like have real good turnouts. Like my shit was jumping. Like I'd be surprised about how lit the party get. I kind of felt like Ghost when he opened up his club. You know, he was all excited about that was me on that night. So of course, started from point A to point B. I was scrambling, trying to figure out one, where am I gonna throw this party at, and two, you know, what am I gonna do? We gotta have food, and then game night, ain't no game night without games. So we gotta get some games together and stuff like that. So I was trying to figure that out. Pretty much we ended up going back to my aunt's house. We gonna call her TT. So we ended up going back to TT's house and having a party there where I threw all the rest of the party. Now each party I threw was epic, but this one right here, I kind of think this one right here kind of take the cake. Because there was so much going on in this one party, in this one freaking area, one facility if you want to say. It was just too much going on. So I went got the food together. That food that we had was top tier, it was amazing. I believe we had wings, we had some shrimp, salad, macaroni, I mean fish, like you name it, we had it. It was lit. Like we had food everywhere. So of course, you know, with all great things great, there's always a hiccup or a hic that comes up in there somewhere. Of course, you had some people that was like, oh, I'm leading up to the party. I was telling everybody about the party, that all the people that came before, all the previous people that was on, don't come. I'm trying to tell them about what's going on, what we gonna do, whoop. You got some people that was like, probably can't get off work around that time where they gotta work. This, that, and the third. Some had to do this, some had to do that. It was just a whole lot of excuses going on. So we had that type of part. Like, okay, you know, we just gotta work with what we gotta work with. So we just gonna push on through, forget the naysays, and just gonna get what we gotta get. So like I said, game night ain't no game night without no games. So I don't know if y'all ever watched the show called Silent Library or Fear Factor. I mean, if you grew up around my age, you should know what Fear Factor is, and you definitely should know what Silent Library is. But anyway, we had those type of games. So the way the Silent Library goes, if you know, if I ain't watching this so long, I kind of forgot, but I believe we changed the rules, so everybody had to take a shot anyway. So if you flip the card over and you had got that X or that, you know, the yellow side of the card, you had to do the dare. And if you got the green side, then you didn't have to do the dare. And we kind of mixed the two together. So we ended up doing like that plus the Fear Factor. So we didn't have nothing too nasty or nothing like that. It was just like, you know, bullshit. Everything was cool. Everything was going great. Everybody having a good time. More and more people starting to show up. So now we kind of getting a little crowded up in here. We having us a good old little time. And that's when things started to get a little messy. And when I say messy, I mean kind of in the way of like, bitch, now you know. So of course I'm gonna give some names because we're gonna keep all this kind of anonymous. I don't want to put anybody out there because I don't want to hear anything about a boo boo woo, hoo 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 hoo. So we're gonna call her Julia and we're gonna call him Craig. So me and Julia was close, like we was real close. Kind of still are, kind of. It's complicated, but me and Craig was best friends from school and kind of still is. So we got best friend and we got Julia. Now Julia was with complicated. She had a complicated little situation, but she brought complicated with her and whatnot to the party. But y'all know how y'all meet somebody and then it's kind of like those slow running on the beach type moments, and you just you know you see somebody and then you just like, it was that type of moment. And I'm just standing there in the middle of them like, and they ignore me. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna walk away. Now, like I said, Julia had a complicated situation going on. Complicated was with her at the party, and Craig was a free agent. So me being me, like I said, I see the fireworks popping off in between them two. So I just walk away because I'm like, I'm gonna go mind my black ass business because this ain't got nothing to do with me. And you know, I'm gonna find me something over there, you know, on that side of the room, something safe to do, because you know, that's just that ain't my business. So leading up to the people, before the people got there, it was kind of like when the party was getting started, like 3 people there, and me, Julie, and Complicated. So we were kind of set up, getting ready to start the stuff. Complicated was in the kitchen. He was over there helping her cut up the, you know, the fruits and stuff for the fruit salad and stuff. You know, because we had a good little spread. We had a lot of food. There was a lot of food everywhere. And Complicated and Julia kind of had already passed words a little bit about Craig. So it was kind of a little tension in the kitchen. And I'm like, okay, look, I'm like, what's going on? But I'm like, look at me, try to mind my black ass business. I'm paying attention, but I'm not paying attention, but I'm paying attention. Complicated kind of over there in the kitchen cutting up the pineapple. He get the biggest knife over there, just, kind of cutting that pineapple a little rough. I'm like, I said, Julia, what's going on with Complicated? I need to take that knife from him. And she's like, he alright, you know, he good. I'm like, you sure? Cause Complicated kind of make me nervous, you know what I mean? You know, back when we do things around each other, I was always nervous because it was like, you know, when it comes down to tall people just make me nervous anyway. Cause I be like, dang, you tall skyscraper, like you blocking the sun. You know what I mean? I get that kind of feel when I'm around somebody that's taller than me. And she's like, yeah, he good. And I'm like, okay, are you sure? Cause I'm reading the room and the energy, and it feels like it's a lot of elephants popping up and whatnot. Ain't nobody saying nothing. So I said, you know, I'm gonna let it die down. You know, I'm gonna let it go. That's just gonna be that on that for that. Move past the craziness. The people start showing up and we start partying. We got little drinks in us. My sister was on the drinks. So Sis was doing the drinks and whatnot. She was mixing the drinks. And I was on the food in the party. So I was doing the music and I was making sure the food was cooked and, you know, heated up and all that stuff. So she had already made her special drink that she was gonna make, and she had it on ice in the freezer. Then she made her hunch punch and other stuff. So we was drinking that and we was eating. Everybody decided that they wanted to eat first before we just started doing stuff. So we was all at the table, you know, breaking bread with one another. I was just like, you ain't ever gonna find something like this before. You know what I mean? You like, cause I be doing my thing. When I do my thing, you know, I get full-fledged in most. It be lit. So everybody was talking about how good the food was, whoop the whoop. I was like, thank you. So everything was cool, copacetic and whatnot. So we started playing Uno, waiting for the rest of the people to get there because it was just kind of like not gonna be as fun. In my opinion, it kind of wasn't gonna be as fun if we just go ahead and kick the party off and then everybody ain't really just here. It's kind of like 10 people here at this point. We waiting to get to like 20. So we started playing Uno and stuff like that, too. By this time that we played the first round of Uno, Craig and his gang showed up. We started up another round of Uno. Then Craig and the gang wanted to get in with Complicated, Julia, and Sub, and the rest of us. They wanted to get in the game. So I was like, cool, you know.
Get me!
Yellow. There you go, bitch. I got you.
Can you go? Oh no.
We ain't got nothing else to do, so we off to play Uno. So we playing Uno one night. Complicated didn't know how to play because he got a little tipsy a little early. So, you know, he over there, you know, just swimming. While the rest of us, you know, just mellowed out trying to play the game. And every so often as I'm putting a card down, I look up and, you know, I see Julia and Craig over there, you know, making eye contact. It's like you talking with your eyes, but you're not saying nothing in the room. But everything in the room is so loud, like we can hear everything y'all saying. You know what I mean? Like no words are needed. Well, what's going on? If you're not paying attention, you're not gonna catch it. But I'm just like, I'm trying not to catch it because I'm like, I don't want to be a part. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a part of whatever is gonna go down. But it's like once I said that, I feel like he read my little bubble that's above my head. It's like everybody had a bubble and I was reading theirs and they read each other. It's like he read mine. And then it's like the second that he read that, I put a drop 4 down and then these niggas trying to draw hands. And I'm like, wait, what happened? So then Julia and Complicated, they get up and go to the bathroom and then they in there going at it with each other. And then we are just sitting at the floor like, bruh, what the fuck just happened? Like, what happened that fast and we missed? I'm like, bruh, I knew it was gonna be some shit. Well, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let that stop our night. Once we got that under control and all the rest of the people finally got there, I knew, you know, I'm playing the music, I'm mingling around, you know, when I slid over there to Julia, I'm like, you know what, what's going on with it? I was like, y'all alright? You know, what happened? And she was like, she told me, you know, they got into it in the bathroom and she told him what's going on, what happened, and I was like, damn, bitch, you bold. You was bold, cause I would've lied. I would've lied hard. I mean, I would've told the truth. Eventually, once we got home and everybody was safe. But here right now, no, you don't do that. You got people's lives at stake. You don't do stuff like that. So I'm just like, I'm like, why did you do that? And she was like, you know, and why lie? I was like, you know what? More power to you, sister. More power to you. It kind of like, it was a scene out of Siesta Key. If y'all watched that, then you know what I'm talking about. But it was kind of like one of those. Yeah, she told me, she was like, yeah, we good. We just gotta watch him and whatnot, cause he got a gun. And I'm like, okay, he got a what? He got a who? He brought a what to this party? This address? And you let him? I'm like, oh my God. He gonna shoot something. And it ain't gonna be no roach. It's gonna be one of us.
It was a chaotic scene at a house party overnight. Police say one person is dead, 7 others are injured after a shooting.
Oh my God, he gonna put a bullet in somebody's ass tonight. And that right there, I was just like, you know what, after that, she told me that, I just gotta, ain't no more drinking for me. I have to watch what's going on in the room. Now I have to read the room to make sure everybody's gonna be alright and everybody's safety. Because we all gonna go to hell tonight. In a handbasket. So I'm like, after she told me that, man, I'm just like, I'm trying to sit and like trying to watch him watch the room, but make it look like I'm not watching, but I'm watching. So I'm keeping up with the, you know, the music and whatnot. I peep Julia running from Craig trying to chase Julia, trying to talk to her during the party, and Complicated just getting mad about a second. I'm just like, this is gonna be the night that we all go up in flames, because there won't be no more parties after this, because Complicated gonna make sure he is not gonna be no more parties. But eventually, we said the only way to keep him calm, we gonna have to get him drunk. And I was like, look, you gonna have to put as much look at him as you possibly can, so he can be just disoriented, so he won't know where he at, who is who. And to my surprise, that actually worked. So she was able to keep him calm because he was drunk. So Complicated got drunk around that time. Now once we got that out of the way, we could get back to the party, you know what I mean? So we started playing the silent library and stuff like that. And you know, like I say, how it goes. You have to either do a truth or you have to do a dare. So they ended up having to, I think, do a pillow fight and whatnot. And when I tell you they was trying to be drunk and do a pillow fight at the same time, that don't mix well. They was knocking each other's ass out.
Drink your fucking shot, man.
Oh, damn! The shit out of the cup.
Y'all got the card? You got the card? Brittany, knock her ass out! Knock her out, Brittany! Oh, Erica over here stealing pillows. Nah, Erica.
With them pillows, giving each other headaches. I mean, these pillows, these don't seem like they were normal pillows. Like the way they was knocking each other out. The game getting good now. Once we got done with the pillow fight, then so she went in there and broke out her drinks, her special drink she made me. And we gonna call them the Incredible Hulk because that's the way it looked. Man, that thing was so good. When I tell you had me spinning. But also, like I said, it was Tatiana's birthday, so we was singing happy birthday to her, trying to have a good time with her because it was her birthday. Just trying to mix everything all in one. But little did we know, like all the liquor that we was mixing, some people just couldn't handle like we could. And some people got like instantly just went up drunk. I'm talking drunk. And poor thing just couldn't hold her liquor. I mean, she was all over the place. She was singing. She was twerking. And then it's like, she came up missing all of a sudden. And we didn't know where she went. And I'm like, okay, everybody stop what they doing so y'all can help me find Tatiana. Like, where is she at? So it was like a good minute before she popped up, and then all of a sudden she popped up, but then it ended up, we heard like a loud boom, like a loud crash. So we all running to the front room where we was at for the pillow fight, and this nigga done fell into the wall, like booty bumped the wall so goddamn hard, put a hole in it. And I'm just dying like, bro, how you put a hole in the wall? Like, what did you do? It's nothing physically possible for you have to put a hole in the wall. Like, how did you put a hole in the wall? I'm still to this day, I cannot figure it out. She don't even know how she did it. I tell you, that man right there, she was on one. And I don't know what it is about liquor and making people talk, but that liquor was just, she just was talking her ass off that whole night. Talking and singing. I ended up having to, we got her in the car once we started cleaning up the house, getting ready to go because the party was over. We had to find her again because we got her outside and got her in the car. And then the next thing you know, we getting ready to go. And I'm like, okay, where's my car keys? Me being intoxicated as well. Let me drive. Don't drive. But I wasn't drunk. I was sick. I opened my trunk and I was putting all the stuff in the trunk. And somehow my keys fell out into the trunk. And it was so crazy, which had me, I was like praying to God, like thanking him so much. Because the car was still unlocked, but my keys were in the trunk. And I was stressing out trying to find those keys. I couldn't find them, and then I eventually popped the trunk and found the keys in the trunk. But getting in the car, starting the car up, this nigga decides to, Julia had to drive Complicated home because he was just too drunk. And I was like telling Julia, like, you gonna just leave me with Tati? I'm like, I need help. I can't, you can't just leave me. So then our cousin that was there, she was like, she was in the car with me. But then she got out the car with me and we got in the car with Julia because she was like, I don't want to be in the car with her, with her because she too drunk. And I'm just like, bruh, so y'all just gonna leave me in the car with this nigga? No. When I tell y'all, bruh, it wasn't that bad, but it was just like I just want to I'm sorry, friend. I'm really sorry, but I did want to knock you the hell out. I did. Cause you was on one. I mean, this nigga was back there playing with the window, just going up and down. Then she had these puff balls on the side of her head. She got one of the puff balls. She rolled the window up and got her hair stuck in the window. So like the puff ball was outside of the car when I'm going down there, trying to go down the street. I'm like, bro, I had to put the child safety lock on the windows, all the windows, so the only person who could let him down was me. But then this man was back here sweating because he was hot, because you know it make you sweat. So then I was like, I had to roll the window down. I was just like, oh my god. And so I pulled out a auntie driveway. I pulled in front of Julia, and she just cracking up laughing. I'm like, bro, this ain't funny. Like you ain't gonna help a nigga. So I pull out in the street and get to the stop sign. How about this nigga jumps out the car and take off running down the street? And I'm just sitting there at the red light, just in disbelief that this nigga is really just running down the street. And I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and then Julia like, I ain't, you know, complicated. He out of it. And our cousin over there just tripping. I'm like, y'all gotta help me go get her, because I said it would be wrong if I was to drive off and leave her. It would be so wrong. It's like I'm already tired. We done already partied the party, and you over here being, you just being. But we eventually got, you know, tracked her down and stuffed her in the car, and I wrapped her up with a seatbelt and locked her in. But then, you know, eventually got her home. We couldn't take her home because she was too intoxicated, so we just took her back to our house. And this is kind of how that went. We got forward mode.
Come on, unlock the door. I don't see you anymore. Bitch, let's go outside and play. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But overall, we had an amazing time. She had a great birthday. She said it was one for her to remember, and she had a lot of fun. I'm glad she did. If you ever want me to throw you a birthday party, just let me know. And that's it for this story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And peace.
Oh my god. Oh. Get the border.
It's like I got the world in my palms. She not the reader. Still have from 12 to early in the morning. Took the listen, you heard me. I'm saying. The cycle, I ain't with it. I'm good. I must have heard about that I beat up in my head. I'm telling the truth, you niggas. What you thought?
Oh, it's recorded. shit. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, wait, it's going off.
Yo, bro. I think I have too much Hennessy, man.
Oh.
Hennessy, give it to me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little stressed. I'm a little dressed. We in the club, man.
Oh!
Yeah, but they
Broke though.
it's time to pop that emotion.
No, sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty brown, the light. Hey, yo, kids,
I was trying to drop in her drink. I missed.
Oh, she throwing jog her.
Give me one. We got 4 of them.